Hello Pisces, what is up? Welcome to FlavoredVivid. For those of you guys new here, my name is Carissa. We're just gonna jump straight into your guys' reading. I find it very interesting. You guys have been a bit stagnant in life recently, okay? We're getting the Seven of Cups here and the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like you have some sort of long-term goals, but you've become comfortable in the area that you're in, and this is where Spirit is breaking you out. We just had that lunar eclipse in your sign, Pisces, okay? And this is where it's like you could be feeling a little bit drained. You could be having some crazy intense dreams right now. Pay attention to those dreams, by the way, okay? But this is where, Spirit's calling you out, and it's like, how do you have these expectations with of reward without like the labor? It's like, are you putting the work in that's necessary, you know? And that's okay. It's like we can be like, oh, you know what? I've gotten real comfortable in my relationship and I'm not like dating my partner anymore. Or I've gotten comfortable at work and I'm not really like asking for the raises that I deserve anymore. You know, it's those types of things in our life where it's like Spirit's breaking you free of these comfort zones now, okay? For some of you guys, it's just pure laziness, which is the shadow aspect of Pisces, and that's okay. It happens. It just, again, it's wherever complacency is, Spirit's breaking you free of that, okay? Spirit is asking you to open like a lotus here. This is where they're asking you to be this flowering spirit so that you can allow revelations and maturity to kind of bloom here. Star, seriously? Star? My dog's chewing something that's paper, and I don't know what, but I do know there's a pad of paper on the living room table right here. And I don't know what was on that pad of paper, so I hope it wasn't important. Anyways, let's go ahead and read this. Card number 25, you can be born on the 25th. 25 breaks down to number 7. You can be a life path 7. You can be born on the 7th. All right, however that may show up in your life. You could be 25 years old. Okay, but it says you have opened fully and flowered. If you feel you have not, this is the time to contemplate this lotus and see what takes place when you, like it, fully open and bloom. It takes time to open in nature and in life, and when we do so, it's because it is in our very nature to expand and open up to our full potential, to all that we are. This lotus is being the most potentialized self, but we humans often stop at certain points upon the opening process and feel and grow comfortable there because we have received cultural and societal approval to stay there and go no further. But your full potential lies in the continual expansion. For you, it is not so much the continual expansion of the physical self, for we all grow old. This is the transitionary nature of physical existence. But we all expand in the soulful self. We keep opening our minds, expanding our hearts, extending our spirit, and unfurling the petals of consciousness until we are in full bloom. All about us are these bright sparks of the divine, like a fairy tending to the lotus. These are our sparkling moments of divine connection coming at unexpected times, reminding us of our sacred nature, urging us to go beyond what our world wants us to think of, not the natural world, but the constructed human world. And when these moments come, that brief glorious moment of bliss helps us to continue the soul's journey to first bloom and then evolve. This card is your reminder to be like this lotus, to open up, to extend, to explore your full potential, and to remember that where you are now may not be where you're being urged to go by the soul. Come back to your deepest values, measure your life against those, and make that small change that will see you flower today. So it's definitely time for you to flower, to grow, okay? To get out of your comfort zone. I gotta see what my dog is chewing up real quick, so give me a second. Hey, what are you doing? Ooh. Okay. Thank you, ladies. This is why you're not allowed up here. Okay. Well, luckily it's just a blank sheet of paper. Okay. And I swear I have shorts or pants on, shorts, okay? This is just one of those oversized sweaters that are kind of, yeah, whatever. I don't know how to explain it. Who cares? If you think I'm pantsless, that's fine too. Anyways, we also have be graceful enough to allow them to be your guru, not your enemy. You're here to learn. Sacred mirrors. There may be somebody here that you're having problems with in your life right now. Spirit's just asking you, like, recognize this person as your guru, okay? This person, you're meant to learn from them. They're mirroring something to you that you can really benefit from here. So be careful about being, like, up in your head or, like, stubborn in a way of, like, looking at a situation. I know ultimately we want to be like, oh, no, this person hates me, you know, like, wear your garlic here. Get rid of this vampire around you. But it's like, what can you learn from this situation? Again, this is part of the Lotus, this soul's expansion here that's showing up for you guys. So in whatever way, Spirit's saying to be graceful enough to allow them to be your guru, not your enemy. You're here to learn, okay? So there's something here that you can learn from another person. Let's go ahead and shuffle live on camera and see what we've got here. All of this is part of your expansion though. Again, getting out of this comfort zone because you're meant for so much greater and you don't want to get stuck there, you know? Messages, please, for Pisces. We have Mousetrap. Ooh, I like this. Okay, so Mousetrap is something that I set up with my guides. So this is where this card came from here. But Mousetrap, your guides have protected you and caught a mouse after your cheese. We'll go ahead and see what that's about here in a minute. Let me just finish pulling the cards. Thank you. A life lived in fear and enmity is no life at all. Progress and growth demand bravery. This is great because this is definitely in alignment with the title of your guys' reading. Okay, so definitely no living your life in fear. It's definitely time to grow, and Spirit's kind of demanding your bravery on this part to really expand past your wildest beliefs, essentially. We also have, you are the keeper of your own destiny. The choices that you make now will shape the path ahead. And overall, you don't chase a snake down to ask why it bit you. You just focus on removing the venom. A snake is a snake. So it's really important for you to understand, like, you can't go after people and be like, oh, I never got closure on this situation. They never apologized to me. They never took accountability. Like, some people are just really crappy individuals, and you can't expect everybody to operate with the same heart with you as you. You can't understand or expect these things of other people, and you can't force them onto your timeline and have them see things from your perspective. It just doesn't work like that, okay? So it's not your fault, but it is your responsibility to heal that wound. All right, tell me about Mousetrap. Hey, thank you. Okay, that's why I don't let my dogs upstairs. Simple fix, but my dogs just get into everything, and she totally walked around and pulled that right out. So let's see, Mousetrap here. Tell me about this. Ooh, Knight of Swords in reverse. So you had a coward in your energy here. This is somebody who failed to recognize their own opportunities, so they're going after yours. Three of Cups in the reverse, Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? This is somebody who's energetically harvesting off of you. This could be a Cancer. This is definitely a old friend of yours, or somebody that you used to commune with and celebrate with at one point in time, okay? This person's really superficial. They're trying to cheat their way into success. Yeah, Queen of Swords here. Libra energy. Okay, you can have Cancer or Libra in your chart, of course, but this person's just really rude, very spiteful, very manipulative. Eight of Cups in the reverse. All right, this could be the person that you may be beefing with. Because with the Eight of Cups in the reverse, is somebody can't let go of the past. Like, this person doesn't want to let go of your energy. They have a low self-esteem. Page of Wands. They could be very young. Okay, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Taurus energy. This person really neglects themselves. I don't know why they're going after your cheese, though. Why are they going after Pisces cheese? Thank you. Seven of Cups in the reverse. Because they're in denial about something. Like, they feel like you deserve this. Yeah, the World card and the Justice card. So this person's out for revenge, okay? Five of Pentacles here because they feel abandoned by you in some sort of way. So this person wants revenge against you. But you have been protected in this. All right, this person may go through some sort of difficult times, unfortunately. For them, they shouldn't have messed around and found out, you know? A life lived in fear and enmity is no life at all. You're the King of Pentacles in the reverse with the Ace of Swords in the reverse. This is where you're not stretching beyond you know, your comfort zone here. It's like some of you guys are having a lot of difficulty focusing here. Okay, you have a lack of like ideas or something like that. You could be feeling a bit lazy, okay, or overcome by like even materialism, and that's okay. It happens. It's just like I have everything I need, so I don't need anything else. But then we stop growing in other areas, you know. It's kind of like people that use the hard R word at this day and age, you know what I mean? It's like they're not progressive at all. It's people who like don't understand same-sex marriages. They're not able to progress. They're stuck in certain belief systems, and they're very limiting, you know. It's like I used to have an old friend here who was like, ADHD is not real, and and I'm like, okay, cool, I've had enough of this conversation here. And then they went forward to like try and bully me and stuff, you know what I mean? It's like that type of energy here of like these people are just sad and confirmation. You know, it's like they're not progressive at all. They refuse to believe it, and their generation this, and it's like you can't hold yourself back just because the way that you grew up looks different here. That's the point of change, is we don't pass on our trauma, right? And that's what I'm getting here. It's just like there's some sort of corruption that's not allowing you to create the change. What is this corruption though? Four Swords in the reverse. Okay, so you're restless. Okay, it's healing. It's needing to heal a specific mindset. Some of you guys can be feeling very moody. This is all, again, that full moon eclipse energy. This is all totally normal and in alignment. All right, I mean, I think the day after the full moon, I slept all day. I was on the beach though, so that could have been it too. The full card here. Yeah. Okay, this is just, we have the full card in the reverse, by the way. This is where it's like outdated belief systems that are just no longer serving us. You know, it's like what belief system it is, you know, are you relying on just you're going to retire and then your life's going to be totally fine, right? It's like the world's constantly changing. They're literally talking about raising the retirement age and like all these other things, and who knows if it'll even exist. And honestly, the way that the economy is going right now, are you going to be able to live off your retirement? Like, really? You know what I mean? It's like you have to put other systems in place. Okay, you have to be able to expand beyond, you know, your comfort zone in these situations. And ignorance will lead to reckless decisions, unfortunately. It's like if you're not able to future think in that way, you're going to set yourself up for failure, even though you're on the path right now that would set you up for success, right? Yeah, the Empress in the reverse and the Two of Swords here. This is where it's like things aren't going to grow like you think they will, or they're not going to work out the way that you think they will. So spirits challenge you to look at things in a different way, to be progressive, okay, in a different way here. Some of you guys, definitely, it's like don't neglect your own self needs. I feel like you're a go person, and it's like you try to stay really busy to minimize your feelings and your emotions here, but there's a difference between being busy and being productive. So it's like, remember that your energy is universal currency, and how are you spending your energy? It's so important here. All right, make sure that you, again, the Empress in the reverse also represents stagnation. The Two of Swords represents stagnation. It represents blockages, right? Hi, Infinite. I haven't seen you in forever. I haven't done Pisces in a long time, though, or Taurus, but they just don't get so many views. And yeah, I just kind of been going where it's worth it, I guess. But not that you guys aren't worth it. Obviously, I'm here tonight, you know? I definitely made it a point that I wanted to go live and do all 12 signs this week. So this is what we are doing here. But you are the keeper of your own destiny. The choices that you make now will shape the path ahead. We do have the Ten of Swords. Oh, gosh. Pisces, I'm not gonna lie, it's stressing me out a little bit, but I'm just a Capricorn here, and you know, I'm like, babies, don't... It's like you think you're set up for success right now. Somebody thinks that they're set up for success, and I'm going to be honest here, you're set up for failure. That's what the Ten of Swords is. It's like you are the keeper of your own destiny, and the choices that you're making now are shaping the path ahead, and the path ahead here has the Ten of Swords. So you're screwing yourself over, essentially, by not being progressive, by, you know, being deceptive, by being in your ego in some sort of way, okay? It's like, don't allow your ego. So, for example... let's see. Okay, perfect. So, for example, here, I was with some friends on the beach, all right? And they're beautiful people. Everyone has an ego. Your ego is a tool, okay? It's not anything to weaponize or anything like that, okay? Or shame or guilt yourself out. Anyways, we were at the beach here, and I give my friend a reading, okay? We're camping and everything like that. I give her a reading, and I tell her exactly what she had apparently set her intentions with silently while we were doing like hape and stuff like that, which means that I was just like physical confirmation. And right after, she goes, I know, but my problem is I'm just looking for somebody to basically tell me what I need to do next. And I'm like, I just did. But her ego keeps getting in the way, because it's like her ego's not ready to actually hear the information or receive the information, right? So it's like sometimes we allow things to like get in the way, even if they're being told to us. And that's where it becomes really difficult. It's like we're being told, oh, you need to do this, you need to prepare for this, and we still can't hear it. We still can't see it, you know? And actually, I think she has Pisces in her chart. She might have Pisces in her big three. Either that or she was like Pisces cusper. I can't remember what it was exactly. I don't know. But regardless here, you know, she had brought that up, and I'm like, that's a perfect example here. It's like, we will self-sabotage ourselves basically by allowing our ego to prevent us from the information that is necessary for our growth, for our evolution, okay? So make sure that you're not hindering your own progress by being like over enthusiastic and frustrating. I get it, yeah. I love my friends though. They're great people. They're very fun people. They're both actually Aries sun signs, so yeah. But anyways, you know, don't allow basically like over enthusiasm about where you're at, think that that's going to get you the end result that you want, because as of right now, it's not. And you're going to be very disappointed in yourself, you know? So again, don't get comfortable where you're at here. You're being guided out of your comfort zone. Tell me about, you don't chase a snake down to ask why it bit you. You just focus on removing the venom. A snake is a snake. Okay, we have, the Queen of Cups. All right, babies. I definitely feel like a lot of you guys are very psychically gifted, and you're able to pick up on the unseen. We know that. You're 12 housers, okay? That's literally part of your gifts. You're so gifted in that way here. Okay, you're able to see what happens in the shadows, but don't put your focus on the reason why people are doing certain things to you or why they're biting you. Again, Spirit is saying a snake is a snake. Focus on why it hurts you. Right? Why am I letting this bother me? Why am I wasting my energy on this? Are they siphoning energy from me? Like, ask yourself these important questions here. The Strength card, where am I giving my power away? With the Strength card in the reverse, this is like giving your power away, right? Spirit's saying to literally let it go. You have new beginnings here for you, but this is creating some sort of imbalance, and it does have to do with possibly like a coworker or a friend of yours, okay, or some sort of third party situation. All right, you know, and some of you guys here, it's like, don't be afraid to learn, always be teachable in a situation. This could have to do with your enemy as well, or somebody that you may deem as like an enemy. Again, learn from this person. The Three of Pentacles is about learning. It's like, what can you learn from them, or what can you learn from this situation? Okay, the Death card here. Yeah, how can you transform this to alchemize? Alchemize this pain here instead of sitting with it and letting it like almost haunt you. This could be in regards to love, friendships, co-workers. I mean, it could show up in any area of your life, however it is, but it's like, don't allow it to sit with you. Maybe you had a rough childhood, you know, and it's like, oh, when I was a kid, my dad did this or my mom did this. And it's like, it's your responsibility to heal those things, you know? It's very important, yeah, that you master this and then make healthy decisions from it instead of holding on to it. When we hold on to things, it creates dis-ease within our life, which if you keep holding on to that, it's going to create disease within our bodies, right? And so that's what I'm definitely seeing here. Spirit welcomes you to see what a positive impact that you have on people. Knight of Pentacles, and right now you're not applying that impact. With the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse here, this is complete standstill, stagnation. It's like you stopped watering a seed and the dirt dried up, so the plant can't actually grow. It can't blossom properly, okay? It's like entitlement or laziness, you know, and they want you to apply yourself. Like, you can be great. You're meant to be great. You're meant to be seen. You're meant to be heard. You're meant to be well respected, but you're not reaching that potential right now. And Spirit needs you to kind of go above and beyond to reach this potential. Yeah, the Justice card. It's like, it's part of your soul's contract to expand into this greatness, to be super successful here. Some of you guys are meant to be like really great lawyers. Yeah, Page of Swords here. Some of you guys are meant to go back to school as well. You're meant to learn something new. I mean, you could go on YouTube University, reading a book. This could be self-discovery, self-knowledge as well. But there is something here about that. The Knight of Wands in reverse, but you're not doing it. You're afraid of it, okay? There's, you know, you're afraid that you won't be good at it, but you will be. It's like learning something new and you're going to be a natural at it. It's going to come to you very naturally because it's part of your plan. Yeah, but Eight of Wands in the reverse right now, you're creating a lot of delays on your success. Feast and famine money patterns is also here for you guys. Tell me about this. We have the Five of Wands in the reverse, the Devil card, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. So I definitely see there's, yeah, it's like somebody here is like impulsive spending, okay? You might have an addiction to like materialism in some sort of way. It does not matter, okay? Like you could be like, I really like purses. I like shopping. I like buying an abundance of groceries. You know, like my wife's father buys so much food and then it's only him and his wife in the house and it just all goes bad all the time. And I'm like, oh my goodness, that would stress me out here. I hate wasting food. I literally hate wasting food. It stresses me out. Doesn't mean I don't waste food. I do sometimes. I can be wasteful. But I work on it though. And I try to be intentional the best I can, you know? But it's that. So it could be like anything, like an addiction to shopping. It could be an addiction to buying your Starbucks coffee every single day or something like that. And then you're living paycheck to paycheck, you know? You have to bring more harmony and balance into this situation here, the King of Pentacles in the reverse, and recognize where you're losing money because of your mental greed. Like there's, again, we sometimes want things that we don't necessarily need because it makes us feel better, right? And they're like, well, I'm just gonna treat myself because it makes me feel better. Well, I'm gonna treat myself because it makes me feel better. My dogs are literally running around like maniacs, okay? It's me, I'm investing. Maybe I'm overdoing it. Baby, yeah, just be careful, be mindful, okay? Sit down and meditate on it. Like, for me, if I really want something, I sit down and meditate on it. That's it. I just ask my guides, like, and then, you know, they usually ask me a bunch of questions, like, how will this serve you? What will you do for it? Meaning, like, so for example, let's say if I really want a house, like, I really wanted this house that I live in. I love this house. It's beautiful. And they're like, well, how are you going to take care of it? And I was like, good point. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of foliage. I've got palm trees. I've got lime trees. I've got fruit trees in the yard. Like all of that, you know what I mean? And so it's like, how am I going to take care of it? You know? So how is it going to really, like, not just what it can give to you, and make sure it's not a temporary thing that's given to you. It's like, what can you give to it long term? How can it be a mutual relationship between the two things here? Okay. So just be careful of like any ideals being overcome by materialism, because it could be create some sort of loss or corruption, okay, or financial insecurity. And it's just a bit of a warning here. So for those of you guys dealing with feast, famine, money patterns, that is something that is coming up here. It seems like there's a big lesson. Yeah, you don't want to end up like not being able to pay your rent or your mortgage or something like that because of that. Like, you need to be able to protect yourself here, okay? Yeah, the Star card, you don't want to create disappointment, you know, and sometimes it's avoidable. I understand in this economy though, babies, that sometimes it's just not avoidable. And I'm not talking to you, and I'm not saying, hey, if you don't eat that avocado toast, you're going to be rich and be able to buy 10 houses. I'm not unrealistic, but I am saying what Spirit is bringing up here, where it's like you can set yourself up for more success rather than failure by, you know, really looking at how you're spending your finances and being more mindful before spending it, okay? We don't always need everything right away. Sometimes it's a nice reward when you're like, oh yeah, I've worked really hard for this whole month and I'm gonna go spend it. Like, my wife and I go through a lot of different like phases where it's like, we will just work, and we save a bunch of money, and then we just go buck wild, okay? And we go on a 3-month vacation or whatever we end up doing. Like, we were on a vacation for a whole month this summer, you know, with all of our kids and stuff like that. I've got 3 kids. You know how expensive that is? You know how much hotels cost, okay? It was a lot of fun though, but we were spending like $1,000 a week on food alone for 5 people. Like, it was ridiculously expensive. But we had worked really hard to get in that position, you know, we'd saved up a lot of money. So it's like you can be and do that stuff, but make sure that you're doing it in moderation. Everything in moderation, okay? All right, Pisces, that's what I've got for you guys. Be careful of somebody trying to spread some sort of narrative, a smear campaign. They got little flying monkeys and stuff like that, okay? Seems like there's some drama around you. This could be your enemy, okay? I'm not saying that you necessarily have an enemy, but maybe they think you're the enemy. You know, what about flying monkeys real quick? The Two of Cups. Oh, crap. This could be your own partner, somebody that you broke up with, or again, an old friend here. Somebody here, yeah. Oh, goodness. The Justice card. Don't worry, karma's going to get resolved where it needs to. Queen of Cups in the reverse. This person's just, like, emotionally erratic. Like, their emotions are all over the place, so their emotions are driving them, you know? And they're just unfaithful, they're spiteful. This has been, like, a long time. Like, they've held on to a grudge for a really long time. Eight of Cups here. You might have walked away from this individual. Okay, or they feel abandoned by you. Yeah, this, I don't know, you got an old friend here that just won't go away. I'm done with them though. I'm done with their energy. They're annoying and they can grow the fuck up. Be graceful enough to allow them to be your guru, not your enemy. Literally split the deck and this card came back up. This is your original card. Be graceful enough to allow them to be your guru, not your enemy. You're here to learn sacred mirrors. So this person here, they may not be over you, but maybe you're not over them either, okay? Maybe there's mutual friends that you still have and there's rumors going back and forth or whatever it may be here. You are here to learn though. What is the situation teaching you? Why is it still coming up? Go ahead and release everything with this eclipse. Again, we're in the middle of an eclipse portal, so we had one here and we've got another one coming up, okay? In the next few weeks here. So just brace yourselves, let go. Get yourself out of this comfort zone and go be your best self, because baby, that's what you deserve and everybody around you deserves that as well, okay? I love you, Pisces, and I'll see you next time. Bye.